Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a Ford F-350 Dually Platinum. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Kengar Ford here in American Fork, Utah for giving me some time with this truck. I'm going to include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And then on a side note, if you're going to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have the high output power stroke, which is a 6.7 liter turbo diesel V8 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Power outputs are 500 horsepower and then 1,200 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So we've got the cab lights there at the top because, well, it's a dually and it needs them. And then you guys can see down below with the boxy design on the hood. And then the Platinum does get the upgraded headlights. And then notice we do have quite a bit of chrome trim here on the front end. Fog lights here at the bottom with the tow hooks. We also have parking sensors. And yes, we've got the big air dam. But putting it all together, I mean, you can just tell this thing means business. The front end is massive. Now around the side here, our tire wheel setup is 245, 75, 17 in the front and over in the rear. And you guys can see here with the wheels, you've got the chrome, which again goes with the overall theme of the truck. And that continues on with the badging here on the side. And of course we have our red 6.7L Power Stroke badge because it's got the high output. And if you like chrome, well, we got more of it. Also, we have the new bedside step. Now, it's kind of hard to get a full side view of this truck because it is absolutely enormous, but here you go. And this is where you guys can see the dual rear wheel setup there in the back. And speaking of back, let's pop into the bed so you guys can see the tailgate slow lowers down. We do have Ford's bed step system built in with this truck as well. It comes with the handle, so pretty cool thing. Got a ruler here on the back. And then you guys can see all the plugins here for the fifth wheel setup. We have an outlet system as well, and then you can see with the LED bed lights. And then in terms of the bed length, it's an 8-foot bed, which is massive, so you can definitely carry quite a bit of stuff in this. And then I don't know if this one automatically, yes it does. I was gonna say I don't know if it automatically raises up, but it does. It's a Platinum, of course it does. Got the upgraded taillights with this truck, and you guys can see the bumper step down below. Parking sensors here at the bottom, and then you got the Platinum logo. And putting it all together, let me know what you guys think about the looks here with this Platinum. Now, taking a look at the door panel, you guys can see with the leather trim mixed with the suede. I think that's a really cool design. Got some wood trim there in the corner as well. And then speaker for the Bang & Olufsen sound system. Power side steps with this truck. And then here are the seats. Notice Platinum right there. And you can see perforated all down the center portion. You do have quite a bit of under-seat storage and then good storage in front. Legroom back here is good. We also have a little storage pocket. We've got some cup holders here. Vents as well as our heated seats, and then you guys can see all the charging ports down below, and then headroom. It's good. Now taking a look at the front door panel again, you can see with the leather trim mixed with the suede here. We've got all of our window controls. Front two are automatic. Mirror adjustments, the mirrors do power fold in. We also have the mirror extension function. Memory seats, we got another speaker for the Bang & Olufsen sound system. And then we do have blind spot monitoring with these mirrors. And then payload capacity is 5,240 pounds. Speaker there in the headrest, you can see the Platinum logo, and then perforated leather all down the center. Power adjustments on the side with the Platinum logo. Pedal adjustment with the parking brake. We got all of our light controls with our mirror lights. Tailgate drop down, and then the steering wheel is power adjustable. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, you guys can see a nice leather trim all around. Platinum logo there at the bottom. Controls for the center stack. We also have our adaptive cruise control, volume and voice command controls as well. Turn signal, windshield wiper stalk. And then we've got our column shifter here for the 10-speed automatic. It does have a manual shift function as well. So in the center here, we've got this big digital gauge cluster, which I think looks pretty cool. And again, this thing comes with the new Super Duty. And then we do have all the different drive modes. And I'm not sure why that screen is up, but I can't get it to go away. But we got drive modes for both on-road, off-road use, towing, all of that kind of stuff. So everything you could want. And then this one also happens to have the heads-up display. And then we do also have a 360 camera system, which I will say is nice to have on a truck like this because this truck is absolutely enormous. So being able to see out of every single angle, I think is extremely helpful, and obviously helps out with towing as well. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, it's the big 12-inch display. Response time with the screen, I mean, as you can see, it's quick. Got a little side tab there as well. And then up above, it's gonna be kind of hard to see, but we've got our control for the diesel exhaust brake, camera system, parking sensors, hazard lights, stability control, and then your hill descent control. And then this is actually soft touch on certain parts of the dash here with the Platinum, which is nice. And then you guys can see with the double glove box setup here. It says Super Duty right there, by the way. Nice wood trim on the front. And then we've got little charging ports down below. Dual zone climate controls with our radio controls, heated and ventilated seats as well. Trailer brake controls integrated, and then you guys can see our drive line select. It does have a 2-speed transfer case with the drive mode select. And then wireless phone charging pad, USBs, all of that. See, nice wood trim there. And then look at the stitching. Then storage here, and then you can see the cup holders, and then Platinum logo there. And yeah, big center console overall. And then up top, we've got all of our buttons here for the auxiliary switches. We do have a panoramic center for this truck and a power sliding rear window. So here's our window sticker for this truck. You guys can see the standard equipment and then the options on this particular one. 4:10 axle ratio, high output. This thing's ready to tow. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, total MSRP $98,865. Let's see how it drives. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility of the hood and hope you can see the heads-up display. Both the mirrors, dual blind spot monitoring throughout the rest of the rear. And, well, let us set off in this F-350 dually. This is a big pickup truck. And so I guess that's the first thing we should go over is maneuverability with this truck, because we are in a pretty tight parking lot here. And so, yeah, we'll kind of see what it's like to maneuver through. I mean, yeah, look at that. You really do. I mean, I'm sure that some of you that are used to driving these dualies are like, Ben, I could have taken that at like 50 miles an hour. And it's like, okay, fair enough. But yeah, I mean, you definitely do have to take things a bit slower, especially with the, again, the dual setup, the dual rear wheel setup there. It's wide. But I mean, I will say, like, as someone who's at these car dealerships all the time, I see people driving these trucks, and you know, bigger trucks too, like semi trucks and everything, and they make it work. So it's something that you can definitely get used to. It just, yeah, it's got a little bit of a learning curve with the size. I will say I love how smooth the engine and transmission is. Very, very smooth overall. Seat comfort's really good too in the Platinum. Very soft. It's one of the biggest benefits of the Platinum over a Lariat is the seat comfort, and obviously, you know, the material use is nicer, but you know, the seats very comfortable. You know, it's not too bad. I mean, it's a big, again, it's a big beast, but it's not too cumbersome. It has so much torque. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, to be honest, how much torque this has. And it's effortless too. It's the thing that I really like about this new Power Stroke is just how effortless the power is. Brakes are a little bit spongy. It's kind of to be expected with the Super Duty. This has no, I mean, that was just partial throttle. This has like no right to be as fast as it is. You know, with how big this truck is, it's pretty crazy. It really is. And the suspension's actually pretty comfortable for such a big truck with huge leaf springs. That's the first time I've seen that color on the Golf. The license plate said the Dude or something like that. That's funny. Yeah, I like how this drives. So to sum things up, yeah, I mean, I always go between this and then, you know, the GMC trucks in terms of like daily drivable diesels. But I guess if you want like the ultimate towing machine in terms of just raw numbers, you know, this has the most horsepower, the most torque, the highest towing capacity, and something that's very daily drivable. Like this, as crazy as it would sound to daily drive something that's as big as this is, you could do it. It's more than comfortable enough. It's obviously got the power. I mean, this has like insane amounts of power. I mean, here's kind of more into the throttle. It's fast. It's stupid fast for what is ultimately a tow truck. So let me know what you guys think about the F-350 Platinum, but this is luxury and capability. And hey, it's under $100,000. It's technically affordable, right?